folks, welcome to my channel today. It's Lynn here. So today I'm going to do a super simple make. I've been having a little play with some of my autumn papers and these cute autumn stamps. So it is a library pocket tutorial. Now, I've never made one of these before. I have made something very similar on my channel, and they're really simple to make. Great if you are a beginner crafter or an advanced crafter. They fit the bill absolutely perfectly. And today I was really looking to make something really quite easy and not a lot of thinking, and the library pocket, I think, just fits the bill absolutely perfectly. So without further ado, let's begin, and I'll show you what you need to create this lovely little pocket. You need one piece of 5x7-inch cardstock. Mine is a piece of craft card. However, you could use some double-sided. Obviously, mine's not double-sided, so I've covered it with the autumn design papers, and I'll do the same on this one. To make it is really so easy. So I've got my card on the 5-inch side, and we are going to score at 1/2 inch and 4.5 inches. Flip it around to the 7-inch side and score at 2.5 inches. Now I've got it all scored, I just want to fold my 2 1/2-inch score lines over like so, and the bottom just up like that. So all we want to do next is, where we have the 2 1/2-inch score lines, we want to cut these down, but we are only going to cut those to the first score line, just here. Do the same on the other side, so down the score line, like a little tune with my scissors. And again, just to the first score line and trim that off there. I'm going to take my scissors again, and where we have these 2 little flaps, I just want to trim those across on the top, just taking a little wedge out, and the bottom. Do the same on this side. Top and the bottom, and this just helps me to work a little bit easier with it. Takes some of the bulk from the corners. Right, so next, as I don't have double-sided paper, what I'm going to do is grab some of my papers like I've done on this one, and I'm going to decorate the front and the back of the little pocket. So just before I stick my little library pocket together, I've taken a 6x6-inch sheet from my design pad, and I want to be a little bit frugal. What I've decided is the pocket will close up like this. So I want to cover the top of my pocket. However, I don't need to go all the way down the card with the designer paper. So all I'm doing is I've measured the piece that is going to just sit just below the pocket on the inside. So I've measured it out to 2.5 inches by 3 and 3 and 7, 8. And all I'm going to do is pop this onto the pocket. We'll have some spare pieces of designer paper, so I think that's a bonus that we've got some left over. So I'm just using my glue stick to stick this to the pocket, bring my pocket in and line it up to the top, and that just sits perfectly on there. And then, as you can see, when we bring the flap up, you don't see where the paper ends. That's why I've taken it just a little bit longer to hide the craft card. So next I want to stick the pocket. But just before I do that, I just want to show you on this one what I did with these little flaps. I popped those in like so. So you can either do it that way, or this time what I want to do is just pop it around the back of the pocket. And just by doing this, I find that there's a little bit less bulk, but either way is fine. So I'm going to grab my glue and we'll get this one stuck down. I'm just going to flip that up and take it around to the back like this. Once we've popped the papers onto the top of the pocket, you're not going to see these little joins. Next, I've taken a piece of my designer paper, and I just think this tones in beautifully with the toadstools. I've cut it down to 4 inches across by 4.5 in length, and I'm going to pop this onto the back of the library pocket. I've just got my glue and I'm dabbing it around the edge of the pocket. Bring my paper, line it up. Got the back piece stuck down. I've then cut a little piece 2.5 by 4 inches. I'm going to pop that to the front of the pocket and leave a teeny weeny border at the top. Okay, so here's our library pocket coming along really nicely. And just to finish it, I've got my corner rounder. I'm just going to pop my little pocket in there like so and just round the corners just to make it look a bit more like a library pocket. So next I've taken the words "leaves are falling, autumn is calling." I've inked around the edges, fussy cut them out, and I'm just going to stick these to the front of the pocket. That one in just a little bit. Last one down. Out there. This is my finished little library pocket, and how adorable is it? I really love it. All that leaves me to do is fill it up with a few things, and for this one I've taken some leaves and I've stamped them out onto this piece of card, and I'm just going to pop that inside the library pocket. So the idea is whoever receives my little library pocket will be able to colour and fussy cut them out. I've also made a lovely floral tag to pop inside this one, and a little journal card. I am going to fill it up with some other things. That is the one I've made today. In this one, I've also done a little bit of stamping using my autumn stamps, and I'm going to pop that inside. I've made a photo card where you can pop a photograph onto the little card, and also a lovely little tag. Like the other one, I am going to fill it up with more things. So what you could do is make them in bulk, fill them up, and they're ready to gift as Happy Mail, as a pen pal gift. There's loads of lovely things that you could do with them. You can also pop them inside a journal, and yeah, there you go, a couple of ideas for some lovely little library pockets. So I hope you've enjoyed my video today. If you have, would you please consider giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I'd really love to hear from you. And also, if you would consider subscribing to my channel, I would be really grateful for this. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back very soon with another video. In the meantime, take good care of yourselves. Happy crafting. Have a wonderful day. See you soon. Bye bye for now.